Kenny, do the
What?
new theme song.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, welcome to the Malt Vault.
Yep.
Am I supposed to look at the camera? I don't really want to.
Just stare into Nick's eyes.
Welcome to the Malt Vault. Nick, glad to have you here. Don't feed the raccoons. I could really go for a beer.
Okay, so we're doing Michigan beers thanks to my buddy Jack. Cannot say last names. Last names will get redacted. Got us a 6-pack from Michigan. Picked him up. He's going to be on later, so I guess stick around. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's not here. Stick around, and then you can have an interview with a man from Michigan.
I'll be here.
Yeah, Kenny will at least be
Thanks
here.
I'll stick around.
Remains to be seen if we'll be here, but
So for you guys who can't see the can, you guys, Norm's Raggedy Ass IPA from Griffin Claw Brewing Company in, wait for it, Michigan, somewhere.
so we're going to talk about
Doesn't
Michigan
say.
today. The U.S.'s 50th ranked state.
Nick,
Yeah.
Nick, you might have to put the mic on the other side.
Okay.
Birmingham, Michigan.
Yeah, just. I do have a few admin things I want to talk about.
Okay.
Let's do some housekeeping.
Yeah, so you guys can feel free to jump in.
Felt like we blinked for 2 years and we're here again.
Yeah, it's been at least a year. I had something written down about like there's too much podcast shit out there, and I was kind of hoping that it would have been incinerated in a fire, and we wouldn't be back here, or like maybe I would have been in that fire too. But I don't know. I had a different line going there. But I also have a request for the Vaulters, if we're gonna call them that. The Vaulters, I don't know what you call them. No, I just need somebody to donate like a couple $1,000s to send me to Turkey to get a hair transplant. So if one of our listeners could do that, that would be pretty cool.
We have listeners. Vaulters, that's a new term.
It rhymed with malt.
We come up with some kind of partnership. So what do you think of the beer? This
I
first
don't think
beer?
it's very good.
That's
Raggedy
fair.
Ass IPA.
That's fair.
R.I.P. Norm McDonald.
Michigan, huh? That's a weird state to talk about.
Yeah, it's definitely the 50th ranked in the United States.
How'd you come by a Michigan friend?
I go there for work, but maybe Alicia can jump in now because she's been there
Same.
most recently.
Seems
I don't
very
get to meet
salty about
anybody.
Did you go there on purpose?
Yes, yeah.
it. How were the roads?
Well, I had a driver, so that was nice.
You in
Craters.
a movie?
A lot of potholes.
Huh?
You sound like a movie character.
I know, right? I had a car service that drove me around to a bunch of properties.
Did he have the thing like
The guy on the
Airport?
way home did, yeah. They do your phone.
a
They
fake
just
name.
go like this. They don't have like a sign anymore. They just,
So there's a limo driver app.
I
It's
guess- I
like
would
I'm a
assume
limo
so.
driver. I need to type in a name.
I
for
would
pickup.
assume so. Maybe it's just notes or something.
Maybe it's like an iPad.
Or he like has to make a picture with like the ad
Surface
text
Pro.
and edit it and like hold it up.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
if you
fancy.
if you were gonna have a fake name, what would it be? Maybe we'll give you a minute to think. Like Janet Snakehole from
The snake hole from Parks and Rec.
yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to like. So you want to see a name on a sign? What name is that when you get picked up? You got picked up, I'm assuming, from the airport, right? They didn't
I
come to your
did.
house.
Yeah. Oh, they came to my house too.
Well, that's weird.
Well, I needed a ride to the airport.
Ooh, that's weird.
You had a separate driver. You had one in Ohio and one in Michigan.
Yeah. It's
Did
all
you
one
not know how to
company.
get
They're like
back from
international.
Columbus Metropolitan Airport?
Say what?
Did you not know how to get home from Port Columbus?
I wasn't going to drive there
Why didn't Dustin drive you?
because we have
Or-
kids. And I had to leave
I
at
don't wanna say
4:30 in the
bye to
morning.
kids.
Name.
You know?
That's true. You did do a day trip,
I did a day trip.
so you do have to leave at 4:30. It's
And
kind of like
it was last minute. My boss said I could get a
can't
car
drink all day
service.
if you don't
so-
start in the morning.
You came home that night.
Yeah,
You couldn't even stay a night in Michigan. It was that bad.
it was so bad.
How was the smog?
The smog
Yeah,
because
It's
it
a
was
very
foggy
dirty
that
city.
day. Yeah,
Michigan is a dirty city.
The city of
State.
Michigan.
There's a lot of.
I thought. Wait, you went to Detroit though.
I did
Sorry,
go to Detroit.
I didn't provide reader context.
yeah.
No
You
one's
went to
reading this
Detroit
podcast.
You went to the thresholds of hell.
That's a different city.
Columbus.
No, there's a Hell, Michigan.
Oh,
Remember the commercials?
Yeah.
I don't remember what the context of the commercial was, but there
Did
was
you know that
there was
there's a-
definitely a commercial that said Hell, Michigan.
No, that was a
right?
dream.
Hell is a real place.
You're going straight there,
did you know
buddy.
there's a colon, Michigan? It's the magic capital of the world.
I'm gonna find the Hell, Michigan commercial. I think that was maybe that's a Mandela effect. Right? Commercial.
No, it's a thing.
What is it? What was the commercial for?
It's for hell. It's from the devil.
No, there was a commercial. I think it was like car insurance or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I
Said
mean,
hell is
Michigan
real.
car insurance is through the fucking roof. It's just disgustingly high.
Did
do
your
you-
driver complain about this?
He didn't. He
not a
didn't
real
like to
thing.
talk.
wait, did you say
Did he speak English?
Michigan
He
car
did.
Michigan car insurance is through the roof? Are you getting quotes in Michigan? How do you know this?
I have people that live in Michigan that I know.
He was at a
I'm not
wedding.
going to mention the W word.
It was in the vows at the wedding he went
What's
to in
their
Michigan.
driving record? How do you know Michigan's?
You only pay for what
Everybody
you
that
need.
I've ever talked to from Michigan complains about how bad their car insurance is.
All right, save that one for Jack.
Okay. Yeah, we can ask him.
Wonder if it's worse for older vehicles or newer vehicles.
Yeah, I don't know. We could ask Jack, like Seth said.
Like a 5-year-old policy, like Epstein Island.
There are some good things that came out of Michigan, though, like cereal, automobiles, square pizza, Gerber, food. You feed your baby.
Food?
Gerber.
Food came from Michigan?
No, I say Gerber, like baby food.
Yeah, maize. But okay, so you said cereal. So
Yeah.
it was Kellogg.
Yeah, Battle Creek is like
Your Mike. Was
yeah,
he the
so-
guy who invented dry January? What's your read on dry January?
Not for it.
It's usually so snowy.
I could never do it.
You could if you had to.
I don't think so. I might sound like an alcoholic, but that's okay.
It's a beer podcast.
Ziggy's would take a hurt.
For real.
Do you know who originally settled Michigan?
Settlers from the pioneer days.
Ohio State football
French.
coaches.
Settle a bit.
In the French and Indian War, the British won it back.
The British won the French and Indian War. They weren't even in it.
Yeah, was it
I
like
just that was dumb.
Pretty sure I believe they were.
was it like a win by default?
The French won and gave it to the Brits.
Like, here, take it.
So it was settled by British people after
After
the Indians lost.
There were settlements. The first settler in what is present-day Michigan, his last name was Marquette, which is funny because Marquette University is actually in Wisconsin.
Different Marquette.
You know what else is in
Nope, same one.
Wisconsin? Nuclearis. If you get the chance, you'd be doing yourself a
Yeah.
disservice by not going there.
I'm told it's great.
New
Never had it.
Caleres?
New Glarus, like spotted cow.
That's on Nick's
It's like
no-no
that
list.
American. Oh, sorry.
Was that a place you went to a wedding too?
Now you're just baiting me, and I don't like this. I feel like this is entrapment.
Just wait for the switch.
Okay.
Did you really not see that coming?
It's been a year. I've had a lot of changes in
All right,
a
you
year.
got to talk into the mic, man. Sorry.
Well,
It's all right.
You don't have headphones, so now you can't hear yourself not talking to the mic.
that's fair.
A little rusty.
Just face that way when you talk to me.
Okay.
It's a sexual thing.
It's natural.
Yeah. New Glarus,
your
spotted
mouth
cow
shut.
is kind of like the American version of spotted dick for the English. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, we got off the track on that one. We're not doing Wisconsin,
Okay.
even though I baited you there.
That's next week.
I do have to jump back to admin stuff.
Yeah.
Have we had to make any changes with the new DEI policy for Malt Vault, Alicia? If you had to restructure your department,
If I had to restructure my department,
Here.
EA.
yeah, for the Malt Vault podcast.
like someone else run social? I don't know.
I noticed when I came in after all the DEI changes, her chair was taller than mine. And I think that was quite fair.
Diversity of.
Equestrian inclusion. Big horse thing.
I feel bad for the horses.
Yeah.
Why?
Just get ridden so much.
They have
They're
a
never
four-chamber
the ones
stomach.
doing the writing, you know? Gotta switch roles sometimes.
I think the last person that let that happen got
Oh,
killed.
God. Here we go.
Is it a Mr. Hands reference?
Don't let a
And then we
horse ride
we
you.
put a link to that video.
Oh, God.
Oh, please no.
Click here. Michigan. Do you know anything about Birmingham, Michigan in your notes?
I don't actually. A lot of what I have is about Ann Arbor, Detroit, the UP.
Well, let's go back to history. You said it was founded by settlers
Yeah, the original settlement was by the French, and then the British controlled it
after the Indians.
after the Indians.
The Indians had, so like every city in America.
Michigan's
Indians and then British.
Michigan comes from Michigana, which is like a Chippewa word that says large lake because it does. It's the only state that touches 4 of the Great Lakes,
They're 4 for 5.
4 for 5, which is pretty good.
Damn. There's nothing better unless you touch them all.
Nobody
and then you're
talks about Ontario anyway.
It's essentially a Meatloaf song.
no one talks
Ontario?
about Ontario.
Yeah, but that would work.
That'd be a good album name.
Yeah, wait, what was your band name for
Pipe Dream?
Air Supply?
Yeah,
I said Water Supply would be a good band name.
No, you had something else.
Yeah, Pipe dream.
It was Pipe Dream.
Pipe dream.
Yeah.
What about 3 Skin?
3 Skin. I get it. That's gross. One more and you're there.
Parks and Rec reference.
Oh, 3 Skin. I forgot about that.
Oh boy,
So you visited Michigan. What'd you see?
A lot of office buildings.
a
Ew.
lot of Detroitification.
It was super fun.
Are there people there?
Just a realtor.
Just one person in all those office buildings?
Well, I didn't. I only looked at empty suites. That makes sense.
They didn't
You're
trust you with
looking for
people in
office
them?
space.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's
You
cheaper
wanna-
there than Ohio, or you're
No,
expanding?
we're just expanding.
But you came to Ohio first before Michigan.
Correct.
We're
Better.
cheaper. Better.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say.
Better.
Okay.
Makes a lot of
You
sense.
drove around Detroit? Pretty cheap.
Mainly kind of outside. It's called Plymouth in Farmington Hills.
Yeah, a lot of those towns around Detroit, I feel like, are named after.
People or places?
Well, yeah. No, like the cars are named after a lot of those places, like Plymouth, Cadillac.
Traverse?
Because Ford started in Detroit, so like the birth of the U.S. vehicle was in Michigan, unfortunately. So they have that on us. But Flint, that's where
Flint?
corruption started.
Did you drive a Ford Flint? You said Flint like it's a car. Is there a Flint car? Flintstones had a car. That's fair.
It's Reach, but I think it counts.
It's fair.
Nick, where was your Mercury Tracer from?
Oh boy, that's a great one. Maybe
That'd be
Mercury.
Detroit. Probably Detroit. Ford.
Nick, you're going to have to explain why you're so hard up on the anti-Michigan sentiment.
Because I'm a Buckeye fan.
Okay, don't look at me.
Think it.
Once again, talking to the mic.
Yeah. No, it's because I'm a Buckeye fan. Has nothing to do with anything other than that.
Why are you a Buckeye fan?
Because I was born in Columbus, Ohio.
Fair.
My family was Buckeye fans.
So you're,
Michigan cheats.
so you're born in. There's 3 ways you can get in. That's
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
It's kind of like U.S. citizenship.
I was going to say like a gang.
Oh, blood in, blood out.
Yeah. Or other ways, but I'll leave that open. So, Ohio State Michigan football rivalry.
Yeah.
Do you have any notes on that?
I don't actually. I was kind of hoping you did. I was trying to handle like geological things, famous people, funny facts.
Go ahead with geology.
It has the largest freshwater coastal coastline other than Alaska.
Like the longest coastline?
Yeah, like freshwater coastline other than
Oh, freshwater.
yeah, and then it has the longest water coastline except for Alaska.
In Florida. It's got a longer coastline than Florida?
Yeah, because of the UP.
That
A
shit
lot of
goes-
people don't know that there's a Upper Peninsula. They call it the Mitten State because it looks like a mitten, but it's actually got like that giant Upper Peninsula above it.
Yeah, up north.
So
They say that's the vacation spot.
yeah, it's really nice. You go over the Mackinac Bridge, which is the largest suspension bridge in the world.
But no one lives in the Upper Peninsula either. There's zero
don't?
population. No.
Oh,
There's no full-time inhabitants of the Upper
interesting.
Peninsula.
I didn't know that.
I'm just fucking with you.
You're not supposed to say that. We want our people to fact check us.
Oh, sorry.
The Vaulters.
Yeah,
The pole vaulters.
pure Michigan, man. That's their slogan. That's all about the Upper Peninsula because they're not saying pure Michigan and Detroit. That's for damn sure, right?
Is that Mackinac Island, the Upper
Yeah.
Peninsula?
Part of it. The
Okay.
bridge is what takes you over to Mackinac Island and the UP.
That was Mackinac.
Mackinac.
Mackinac?
I don't know, but I feel like that'd be a good nickname for mac and cheese. Mackinac.
Did we run dry on geology facts?
No, we still got more.
I get it. I think we're still rocking them.
It's got the they call it the Porkies. They're little.
Is that the one with Mark Wahlberg?
No.
Stop.
What would you say the lower peninsula would be a euphemism for?
Bottoms?
My lower peninsula.
Bottoms?
That's terrible. It's inappropriate. Lower peninsula. That's good. I'm going to use that later.
Yeah, your next Michigan podcast.
Peninsula. It's really funny when I was.
Are you going to say it's funny you say that? It's funny you say that
No.
because
I'm really trying.
it's the 26th state that was conceived,
Yes.
right?
It was born out of wedlock.
It was the 26th
Say
state
it.
to be procured.
Kenny, I'm gonna need you to look something up for me, and I want to see your candid reaction. Okay?
Kenny doesn't have
Yes, he has a phone with him.
Click
You
this
can
link.
Look up the Ypsilanti Water Tower.
Mr. Hands.
Yep.
YP SIL.
got it.
Is that on Urban Dictionary?
No.
I'm assuming you want to see an image search. Oh, it's very phallic in nature.
Yeah,
I
it's
get
the
it.
world's most phallic structure. It's called the brick. It's
okay.
called the brick dick.
That's
Got it.
That's a pretty good nickname.
Brick dick.
I'm gonna make that my username on Instagram next week.
It's not much of a change, really.
The brick dick. You can at me. What is the purpose of the Ypsilanti water tower? Why
It's just
did
a
they build
funny
it?
fact, and
Why did they build a brick dick?
I don't know,
That makes no sense.
but it does have the most water towers. Michigan does.
See, that's a geology fact. It's
Yeah, it
made
has
out of
the
rock.
most water tower, or nope, not water towers. It has the most
Water.
Lighthouse.
lighthouses. Thank you.
It's a lighthouse.
I don't know if it's a lighthouse because Ypsilanti's inland.
Michigan has the
near
most
Michigan.
lighthouses.
Yeah, it's got over 150 because it's got the most fresh water. Boats
Didn't help
need-
the Edmund Fitzgerald.
No, because it sank in Superior.
Superior. Pure Michigan.
Not pure Detroit. Nobody says that.
Detroit's kind of seen its heyday.
Yeah.
Let's see what I got. 10th largest state. That's cool. That's interesting for some people. Bicameral legislature, lower house, upper senate.
Oh.
Gretchen Whitmer's the governor. I got nothing else on the geology.
Do you like Detroit? So we've talked about
No.
pizza before. Do you guys like Detroit style pizza?
Yeah, but I don't have to go to Michigan for it.
Or do you
What
go
is
for it?
Jets.
Detroit?
Square.
Oh, okay.
The square pizza?
Got it.
I don't like it.
And
It's
thicker
not
crust,
my-
right?
Yeah.
Not deep dish though. Like a
I think
thicker,
it's just
airy
square.
crust.
Well, it's square and thick. Square and thick.
Yep.
Pause.
Pause for dramatic effect.
Pause.
Pastor.
Not.
We're weird on the glaciers.
You got glacier
I got
glacial
I don't have
activity.
anything glacier on
We
it.
have
I was-
glacial
my
activity
next-
in Michigan.
Didn't we? Wasn't that how like the Great Lakes were formed?
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong there.
But also not right. I won't say you're right, but you're not wrong.
Well, you're not wrong. Yeah,
I can't prove that you're wrong, so you're right.
technically a lake is like a glacier.
Yeah, technically.
It just happened to fall in, underground and melt.
Michigan has the third most golf courses, and it has the most per capita
Most what?
golf courses.
So by most golf courses in the most per capita.
It has the most per capita, but the third most of any state.
So they don't have a lot of people there.
It has the most per capitas.
Yeah, it has.
Is that like a
Golf
llama?
courses per
It has
capita.
more per capitas than Ohio has per capitas.
That sounds like a llama. A per capita?
Alicia, what are you looking up?
Your glacier thing.
You find some Michigan glacier activity?
Yeah.
Didn't we learn this in like 7th grade? I don't remember it.
Does anyone remember anything from then? I
They
don't.
move slow. Like you can't even see them move.
Yeah, that it says the last ice age is when it occurred, about 10,000 to 15,000 years
The
ago.
last ice age was 2016. It was the one about
The movie?
meteor.
You said 10,000 years ago?
Wasn't that 2000? That's 2012.
It came out 2016. The kids just
It
watched
came out. No, what's the movie called? Like the name of it?
Land
Ice
Before Time?
Age, whatever, Bigfoot or Littlefoot.
Is that the one with Jake Gyllenhaal,
No,
or the one
it's a
with
cartoon.
Source code?
Oh,
Donnie Darko. Are we just going off the rails?
oh, you're actually talking about Ice Age, the Disney movies.
Yes,
got it.
They're not Disney. They're Pixar.
Yeah, we need another beer.
DreamWorks, whatever.
Whatever.
Pick your poison.
I like that one, by the way.
Yeah, it's not bad. Speaking of though,
Yeah, raggedy ass is
we-
good.
We
I
talked
like that
about
a lot.
Glacier
beer.
likes raggedy ass.
Michigan has the most craft breweries.
Per capita?
Just says
No, that's animals.
says over 400 craft breweries operating, making it the best state to enjoy craft beer.
Can't say enjoy.
Can't say shush.
Is
You
the
said
list,
it's the
is
best
the list
state.
still on there? I
You said
haven't
it's
even
the
opened
best
it up.
state.
You mean to read it again?
Please.
Wait, sorry, go ahead, Kenny.
You said it's the best state to enjoy craft beer?
To drink,
Why?
can't say enjoy.
Why? Why is it the best?
Because
state?
it has the most
Did it say that?
operating. It has 400, over 400
But it said best.
operating.
What year was that data last
Yes.
collected?
Nick's getting deposition right now.
The
Prove
hell?
it. This
I'm about to
is
give you a Michigan mudslide.
What is this one?
this is from Loaded Dice.
Oh, that sounds great. Let me
It's
have some of that.
it's an American wheat ale. It is called Field Bet Wheat.
Oh,
which
easy.
Plays
Soup du jour. What
which
is that?
plays on. Hold on, I'm trying to
Soup
get
of
it.
the day. I'll have that.
It try,
I was just going to do an action shot, but that's fine too.
Well, let me do that again.
All right, hold on. I'm going to save it so that I have it for later.
Field bet wheat. So it plays on the dice because field bet like craps.
Oh,
You
nice.
play the field.
Yeah, play the field. Don't draw
Don't
a 7.
Just
trying to
do
act
your
natural.
thing.
That's it. Wait, shoulders more upright.
Get
Yeah,
your
there you go.
posture. Quit slouching.
I don't know how I do that.
McGregor.
I don't know how to act normal.
It's unteachable.
Yeah, that's good. That's me.
That's good.
Good beer shouldn't be a gamble. So they're really hitting this gambling thing hard. Is it known for gambling, Michigan?
I don't know. They probably have Indian.
They say Atlantic City, Vegas, and Detroit. This is a wheat ale.
Nobody
Just because you
does.
got these from Michigan, does that mean they're from Michigan?
I don't know. I think so.
There's
you're
nothing
good.
on here about where this beer is made.
Getting very nostalgic about it.
Makes me think it's from Costco.
How could he
Thank
be
you.
getting nostalgic about it? He's never had it.
Can you hand me that glass?
I said it on purpose.
Can you hand me that glass?
Nick's just saying words that don't. I'll come over. He's just pigeonholing words in at this point.
Yeah. I don't know what to do with my hands.
So I did find something pretty cool
What's that?
about Michigan.
That they
God.
didn't win the national championship this year?
I don't care about that. They won
That's
it last
weird.
year and they beat us, so we can't talk shit.
Oh.
We went to war with them once. Ohio did. Did
Yeah.
you read about the Toledo War?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Nobody
was a
won
thing.
that one. It's Toledo.
We
There was
won.
a
We got
Toledo
the we
War?
got the fucking
We got Cedar Point.
Toledo. It was Cedar Point's in Sandusky,
Close enough.
Ohio. Get out of here. No, there was an 8 mile. So when they did the Northwest Ordinance, where they put the border for Ohio, the northern border, it went straight across from like the bottom of Lake
Erie.
Erie, where the Maumee River goes in. Mm-hmm. It went straight from there across to the other one, Huron, I'm assuming. No,
Michigan.
Pontchartrain.
Michigan. Pontchartrain, yeah. Nantucket. So where they had that border,
Yeah.
when Ohio applied for statehood, they did another survey, when the Northwest Ordinance was like 1780 something. And then when Ohio became a state in 1803, they did another survey to do the official lines. And that survey found one of the surveys had Toledo as a part of Ohio and one did not have Toledo as part of Ohio.
Interesting.
Well, the territory of Michigan wanted Toledo because it was like a big port city where the
Yeah,
Maumee Bay
shipping.
feeds into Lake
Yeah.
Erie. Mm-hmm. So it was like in dispute, and there was like two governments governing that area. Like Ohio was trying to arrest Michiganites for like practicing Michigan law, and Michigan was trying to arrest Ohioans. And they both governors brought their militias to that river and were like shouting at each
How
other.
long did
and,
the
like,
war last?
Shouting at each other.
they didn't shoot anyone,
Yeah.
but like they brought their militias and they were like ready to go to war.
They're ready.
Yeah.
It was on
And then
site.
they're like, let's quit. This is only Toledo.
Well, I guess like one law enforcement officer tried to arrest from Michigan, tried to arrest an Ohioan, and like we ended up all of us collectively ended up like stabbing him
Obviously.
or something.
Oh,
so
so
he
you
ended up
didn't-
dying.
So
And
someone
they said
did die.
They said there was a casualty from that war.
Gotcha.
But we ended up obviously the right people got Toledo.
Glad you're starting to get on that bandwagon.
One of the comments I read said someone like Michigan actually won that war because then they got to get rid of Toledo.
Yeah.
'Cause it
Which
sucks.
is what we're
I
all
don't know.
thinking.
So there's like a 2-part thing here. If you're involved in one of those crimes where it's like 100 people that kill one person, that's not a crime.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
you can't divide by that many.
yeah, just you
Just a little
each
piece.
serve a day, I guess.
Death by 1,000 cuts. And then second, I'm pretty sure Nick's dad was in a territory dispute with his neighbor that was essentially the same thing as what you just
Yeah.
described.
Was
your
that the
dad-
Toledo Strip, the fence
Yeah. Your neighbor built a fence.
Yeah.
at the mouth of what river runs through?
And then he stood on his ladder and wrote on the other side, do not cross or something like that. Something stupid.
Nick, you might have to put on headphones. You're just
Why?
very far away.
Okay. Sure. I'll put a
You're saying he's
headphone
too quiet?
He stood
Yeah.
on a ladder.
on. He got on the ladder on his side, wrote on my parents' side.
Oh, like leaned over and
yeah,
okay.
and wrote like, do not.
I was like, how short is this guy?
Is that so he wouldn't trespass or something?
Yeah. He said, do not trespass.
So is like property dispute that's not like a touchdown? Like there's not a plane, like when he crossed over and his arm was trespassing, could you like
should have cut it off.
It's airspace. Airspace, dude. You don't own the airspace.
Would have used the frisbee that we lost that Seth's dad told him to shit and fall back in it.
Yeah, that was another time.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
My dad's got lines like that.
Yeah. He just comes out of it out of pure rage, I think.
What was that comedian that talked about like property lines and fences? And he's like, how's that work? Like, if a kid falls out of a tree and lands on the fence, and part of the boy ends on my property, do I get to keep that part of that boy? Or something
I don't think
crazy.
I've heard that.
I don't
Jesus, that's a very.
know. I think that was
comedian.
Shane Gillis.
Which part would you want?
Oh, I'm going to see
Answer
him.
now, honestly.
You're going to see him. He's
Yeah.
hilarious.
the brick dick.
We're going to see John Christ, but I don't know anything about him.
I think I want to see Nate Bargatze.
He's good.
He's
too.
hilarious. I've seen him.
Yeah,
Big eyes.
love all
or
of his
whatever
specials.
His thing is.
he's relatively clean too for being.
He's
like,
a clean
Yeah, he's pretty
comedian.
family friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that John Christ dude, I think, from what I hear.
Gotcha.
I haven't listened to his
Did
stuff.
you
I
go
don't
to
know if
Straight
I
No
know
Chaser
him
this
yet.
year? This
I
past
did.
Year?
I did, yeah.
An annual thing.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you about to say?
Big deal.
I knew
Shout
it.
out.
Somehow I knew that he had that shirt on.
Yep.
Call it telepathy.
Yep. We stood in line, got their autographs.
Or maybe I dressed him in the bathroom. Who knows?
Dressed
Probably
me.
the latter.
With a ladder.
Not
I
that.
trespass.
No, the
Like
latter.
your neighbor
The yeah.
with the ladder.
Nick.
Rose such a clatter company. From Santa Claus.
Yeah. So the one
So
really.
the Toledo War.
Okay.
Go ahead. What were you saying?
Well, you said Christmas and
No, I didn't. I didn't say Christmas.
you referenced Santa Claus. My bad.
The movie.
So yes.
Nick's gonna tell a Christmas story.
do you got another Tim Allen
no,
movie?
Michigan.
Christmas Town.
Oh, what do you know about Santa Claus?
What do I know about the Santa Claus
movie.
because I'm from there?
Oh, Detroit. Detroit. I saw your thing.
I know that Tim Allen is from Michigan.
Yeah. But also, Frankenmuth.
But
Frankenmuth
that
is the
idea.
number one. No. Okay.
Frankenmuth Brewery. Yeah.
Why am I here?
No, Frankenmuth is the Bronner's Christmas World is the in Frankenmuth, Michigan, is the biggest Michigan store in the world.
Biggest Michigan store is in Michigan? No shit.
Biggest Christmas store.
You said biggest Michigan store.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait.
It might be in Michigan too. I don't know. Like how big, what you're just saying.
Is your brain broke?
It might be. I'm
The
tired.
biggest Michigan
you
store hopefully is
stroking?
in Michigan.
He should be okay. We have him on a pitch count for those listening. Pitch count refers to the number of beers he's allowed to drink.
Yeah. This podcast is shot in 3B. 3 beers.
What a callback. What a callback that nobody gets.
Yeah.
Alicia, what do you got?
What about Tim Allen?
He was born there,
What year?
1953. He was born in Colorado, but then he moved to Michigan and was raised there.
Oh, they're really stretching on that
I
one.
know, right?
Yeah.
Who
That's
else
like
was born there?
your Wikipedia saying you're from Michigan because you went there today.
Friday.
Whatever.
Good
This is
ones.
another one. Born in somewhere else and raised in Michigan. All right, ChatGPT, you suck.
You said Frank.
Oh, found one. Kristen Bell.
Yeah, I saw that one. That's a good
Huntington
one.
Woods.
Take her
Like,
back.
Kenny likes her.
She's
her
mid.
back. I don't like her anymore.
You're more of a Dax
Wait,
Shepard fan.
why
I
you like
don't
her
like
anymore?
Dax Shepard. I don't know. She's too loud.
I did like her in a Bad Mom's Christmas with Mila Kunis. That was funny. And who's that other one? The other mom. You know who I'm talking about. The crazy.
My mom?
Julie?
No.
No, she's the girl that's also in
Yeah,
Marvel.
baby.
Yes. She was in the.
Wait, what?
WandaVision.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hayden
Good call.
I don't know
Panettiere?
her
Good
name is.
callback. She's also the mom from Step Brothers.
She's in Bad Moms.
Smile then.
You talk about the old lady from like Back to the Future 3?
What?
You said
What?
You said Step Brothers?
Yes.
The mom from Step Brothers?
No, like the
No.
one that's into.
That she's
Oh,
married to Adam
like I
Scott.
just wanna
She has an
have-
affair
I
with
just wanna
Dale.
like
Yeah.
roll you up and shove you.
Yeah.
Every time I
That
feel a
one.
little tickle, I know
Stay
it's you.
golden.
She's in Bad
Stay
Moms.
golden, Pony Boy. She like
She's in
she
Parks and
like
Rec.
hikes her leg up on the urinal.
Yep.
And
We,
she's-
we got it.
She's in Parks and Rec. She's the campaign advisor for
Correct.
What's
I
his
haven't
name?
seen
The
all of
mayor.
that.
What's the mayor's name?
Bobby Newport.
Bobby Newport's never had a real job
Yeah.
in his life.
We should just do the Bobby Newport thing.
Bobby Newport.
Bobby
Newport. That's a great show.
Yeah,
if
it's
you've
really-
never seen
it's
it,
really
you can borrow
underrated.
it.
Yeah, we should just
From
end,
somebody, I'm
we
sure.
should just end this because we'll never be anywhere close
To
to
that.
like.
I got another one.
Yeah, please go. Yeah, get me out of here.
Kate Upton.
Yeah.
She's mid.
Take her back.
She's from Joseph,
What does
Michigan.
mid mean?
No cap.
Means like
Skibbity Riz.
middle of the road.
Ba-ba-da.
But I was kidding. Obviously, when you're like, yeah, Kristen Bell, she's too loud. If there's somebody super attractive, you just have to find one random thing to bring them down a peg. Because there's,
Yeah.
That makes sense.
it's like, yeah,
Bring
she's
'em
too
down a
hot,
peg
so
or
I have
two.
to say this.
Well, she's married to Dax Shepard. I don't know. That guy doesn't do it for me.
Not even without a paddle.
What's a prank?
He's good and without a paddle.
Okay.
I just think he's not that funny.
He's more of like a
He's a goon.
Timu jackass. You know what I'm saying?
Timu jackass?
Yeah. Right? Like
Wait, we're definitely adding Timu to the words list for Nick. I've heard it 3 times today.
twice.
Timu.
And once was not on there.
I do love that Timu became like a thing.
Sorry. Wish jackass.
Like
Is
this
that better?
like this Timu
Sheen
beer.
jackass.
What do you guys think of this field gamble? Field bet.
Alibaba jackass.
Field bet wheat?
I like the other one better.
Yeah.
I didn't like that one, and I like wheat beer usually. That was not great.
Hefeweizen. That's a wheat, right?
Hefeweizen.
That's like a weird aftertaste.
Say it again.
Say
No.
that it has a weird aftertaste.
Yeah, say it again. Yeah, say it like you never said it before. Like it's your first time.
It has like a weird aftertaste.
You
Whoa.
said that before you even swallowed it.
How can I do that?
You can't.
I'm speaking.
Good. Dissenting opinions. I
Why'd
love
you say
it.
that twice? Who else did you say is from Michigan? Frank and Ruth? Who's that?
Franken fruit.
It's in Frankenmuth, and it's Bronner's Christmas World.
Broadeners?
Kenny will appreciate the White Stripes are from Michigan.
Is that a DEI
Are
thing?
they from England? Jack White is not America.
He's from Michigan.
He didn't show up on my list.
He's just like the best.
I've got obviously Henry Ford,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Madonna,
Tom Ford.
Bay City.
Who is that? Never mind. You could explain it. I still wouldn't know.
Stevie Wonder, Bob Seger.
Who is?
What's Bay City?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
I didn't ask.
Holy shit, Jack White was born in Detroit.
Got him.
Gang, gang.
Wow.
Literally. Don't say that. in
Diana
Detroit, you might get
Ross.
chilled.
Diana Ross
Yep.
from Jackson 5?
Supremes, but close.
Oh. Good, right.
Grand
Yep.
Funk Railroad for all you oldies out there. Boomers.
And obviously Eminem.
Any presidents?
Yeah, there is one, actually. I just can't remember. I read it.
In a book.
In a book.
Are you looking at presidents?
Yeah, on my timers app for Apple. No.
So unfortunately, Michigan over Ohio State holds the record of football games wins. They have 62 wins to our 51.
They also
There's 6
won like the
ties.
first 18.
I think it was like the first 9. I think from like 1901 to 1908 or something. In 1902, they beat us 86-0.
86-0.
Yeah.
Wow.
We beat them one year 114-0.
Wow. All right. So basically,
think-
when there was
think
no
that's
skill.
disputed.
Did you know that University of Michigan actually was first started in Detroit? They didn't move
Where
to
are they
Ann
now?
Arbor until 1817.
You ever hear stuff that happened
our
back
prime.
then, and you're like, "That's fake." Like that didn't happen. Like
How are we going to
they moved
go
from
back
Detroit to
and
Ann
change?
Arbor in 1817. That's not. I can't fat. 18. They didn't have cars. What did they? How did they move?
They
We could pack this
Wagons?
university on a horse. Like
I'm pretty sure you're describing the same like general idea that people have when they think about the moon landing.
yeah.
Like that was so long ago. How could they have the computational power to do that?
But we haven't really gone back. Like when
Oh, I didn't mean to get on this.
we don't have to go into it, but like
We only went back like 7 times.
you'd think there'd be a podcast on the moon by now, and there's not.
maybe we'll be the first.
No, this basement's in Ohio, not
It's a,
California.
it's a one-way trip, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, I got something on Michigan.
What you got?
It's a swinger state during voting years.
Like a lot of upside down pineapples.
They just decide it like during voting years.
During
like,
voting years, you do swinging in Michigan.
like park swinging or like adult swinging.
The gesture that Nick
I
did,
feel
probably that one.
violated.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, you
Sorry.
are the HR department, so you can probably fire Nick.
Actually, what he did is protected because he did it.
What?
We'll talk.
Nick, does art mimic life or does life mimic art? Basically asking you if you were going off memory
Yeah,
there.
I'm trying to think of how I want
It's
to
really
respond
difficult.
to this because it's going to go backwards if I say the wrong thing.
It's okay. We don't have to answer that one.
Great. Let's move on.
Geology.
No. Got nothing else on geology.
Nothing after brick dicks.
I had something about football. Go ahead, because I'm not going to find it. Okay, I found it. Come back. This one's for Nick, mostly because as soon as you said the football stat about how Michigan has the most wins, Nick was like, actually, they only won the first 19 years or whatever. All right, Woody Hayes, the former Ohio State football coach, said that the only meaningful statistic in football is the number of times a team beats Michigan. He also said that a national championship can't be claimed without winning the game. Missed.
no.
Thoughts
Yes.
on that?
Oh no.
Well, that was before when 2 teams only played for the national title and there wasn't multiple games now.
12 teams.
It was
And
so long ago.
also,
we can't even.
2 teams always do play for the national
Also-
title, though.
Right, but I'm saying like they didn't have a playoff.
You're right.
Huge difference when you had to win 4 games on addition to 12 that you play throughout the year. So,
Let me jump in a debate for you.
okay, go ahead.
He actually said that so long ago that I can't even fathom like a time that was possible to be said.
Yeah. Well, Woody Hayes
Right,
is
like,
dead,
did that
so
even
tell him
happen?
to bring it at me.
Did
Woody.
someone just type that happened and you think it did?
How did AI create it now if it happened then? Riddle me that.
Yeah.
That's an AI quote.
A bird in the hand is worth what? 2 in the bush?
Yeah.
What was it? I don't know what year it was.
Pigs
but I
can
just
fly.
watched the movie The Rivalry. If you haven't seen that, it's like an hour long about OSU and Michigan. You should watch it if you haven't. It's pretty cool. It does like a lot of the history.
What's it on?
I think it's on HBO, but I watched it on YouTube for free. So it's on YouTube. It said HBO in the parentheses in the title. Could have been a lie. It doesn't look HBO quality.
Got it.
But you should watch it. It does have a quote from Woody Hayes. I guess, I don't know if it was like 1964, but they were tied 14-14, and then we ended up winning 50-14.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And the last touchdown Ohio State got, he went for 2. Woody Hayes went for 2
I
point
remember
conversions.
this quote.
And reporters asked him, like, you were already beating their ass. Why did you go for 2? And his quote was, because I couldn't go for 3. They wouldn't let me go for 3
Yeah.
because he hated Michigan.
Yeah. But did you know that him and Bo Schembechler
Schembechler played for him.
Well, yeah, but they also met up in like northern Ohio before the game and had like breakfast.
For the war, they actually stood on opposite
Yep.
sides and fought over Toledo.
Woody Hayes wouldn't cross the 50-yard line on Michigan games. Like, Bo Schembechler had to walk up to the midfield and shake his hand over the 50-yard line before the game.
Yeah.
Did they have autism back then?
I think it was just called...
Artistic.
No, they didn't.
Because this guy,
Right?
he may have had he may have
Woody?
been like a forerunner.
Who?
Not like
He might have been on the spectrum.
yeah, he might have had a little touch.
Like a little
Woody Hayes?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, that story you just told me.
I heard that he hated them. Like, they lost the next year, and he had a big rug made with the score. It was like the scoreboard and said Michigan 24, Ohio State 12, and all the players had to walk over that rug on the way in and out of the locker room every
shit.
single day. But Michigan is beating us right now pretty bad, like in terms
I
of
really only
current winning
count
streak.
him as
Look, here he goes.
What?
He won't accept it.
They have hold on.
Can't.
I'm an Ohio State fan. Just because I don't have a shirt or hat doesn't mean I'm not.
yeah.
But they have us in all-time wins. They have us in largest point spread game.
Yeah.
I think that 114-0. I might have been mistaken, but they beat us 86-0, and they have us on longest winning streak and current winning streak. I'm not saying they're the better team, but
Yeah.
But I
this
will.
year they weren't.
Where you at, Alicia?
I mean, I hate Michigan
same.
as well.
I
so-
absolutely do too. I'm just saying we need to do better.
What is their
But I was
mascot?
really upset.
Wolverine.
Do you know that Michigan was called the Wolverine State, but they really shouldn't anymore because there's no Wolverines that live in Michigan now.
Got him.
Did they all eat Buckeyes?
That's probably how they died.
Got them.
Sucks to suck, Michigan.
Yeah.
Are you implying that Wolverines, if they eat Buckeyes, they die?
I believe Buckeyes are poisonous, aren't they?
You saying they should change their name to like
The mitten.
dodo birds? Like another extinct animal? Are Wolverines extinct?
No, they're still in other parts of the country. They're just not.
Where?
Like California, Colorado.
Bunch of sea states.
A few moments later.
The people of Michigan love their cherry pie, and in 1976 they proved this by baking the biggest cherry pie in the world.
Michigan likes cherry pie?
Yeah, they're like
You
one
gotta
of
have
the
better
largest
facts
states.
than Michigan likes pie.
It's just like trying
Wait. Hold on.
Do they
Did
like-
you know that Michigan is the most expensive state for
know
buying
more.
car insurance? According to Insure.com, a Michigan car insurance policy averages $2,611, and Maine is the cheapest at $845.
No one has cars in Maine.
Thank you. Yeah, that's right. They probably just drive boats and go whale watching.
Oh my, you're reckless. That's also a ton of beer.
No, it's a lot of foam.
Look at the pours that we have.
Hi. I should not have let you do that. I was gonna do it. And
Yeah, you should have.
Wow.
Never let a child pour
I
their own
know.
milk.
Do you like Amish food, like baked goods and stuff?
Pie?
Michigan. Pie? You like pie? No, Michigan is home of one of the largest Amish communities in the United States.
New Holland
I like their beer.
Tangerine Space Machine.
It's very fruity. Smelling.
I bet we could have gone to the moon if we had this space machine back in the day.
Who needs a time machine? Hazy IPA from New Holland. I think we did a New Holland. Did we do a New Holland once?
Yeah, we did.
Or New Belgium?
Now it's just Old Holland. God.
Regular Holland.
Alicia looks like she's onto something. Perhaps.
I was trying to Google something.
you
Didn't go
hacking?
well.
I think I found a reason why Michigan,
No, I mean,
their
but-
car insurance is so expensive. It took 6 years to complete a Capitol building.
That's
Wait,
pretty quick
what?
for their
6
capital
years
to build a building.
to build one building.
A big building. Have you ever seen road construction? It takes them 12 years to repaint the lanes.
You ever tried a 1,000-piece Lego set, buddy?
No, but I've
wanna
done like
trade?
700. So I'm like 3/4 of the way there.
It's unfiltered, isn't it?
What is that? Here, just trade me.
No.
No wonder.
Parasites.
It's
Even
Michigan
Michigan-
State Capitol is one
Michigan
of 13.
can't even get their beer right. What is that, dude? That's a worm.
It's probably some of their roads. That's what they put their roads in. That's why their roads are never fucking paved.
Dissolving.
Nick, what were you saying about the Capitol?
It's one of 13 Capitol buildings that's on the historic registry, which is probably why, because they took 6 years to build it.
On the the National Historic Registry?
Yeah.
So what
It's a
else is on there? Like
historical building.
the Liberty Bell?
No, it's one of 13 Capitol buildings.
Is she related to Kristen Bell?
She's too loud. I don't like it.
Well, the Liberty Bell is not
Pretty-
pretty loud. If you buy
They
this
only rang
beer,
it once.
buy a cheesecloth to pour it through.
Yep.
There's like,
How long did he have that for?
yeah. Where did it? Is this an antique?
It's hazy, all right.
I've been aging this in my basement for over a year.
Okay.
World's
Can you see
largest
that?
Specimen of float copper.
Can you look underneath that?
That's
you see the worms
copper
in
of
there?
Michigan in there.
Is it? What actually is it?
I
We don't know.
It's tube-like though, which is sketchy. It's not like little flakes.
Don't say it, Nick.
No, I was just gonna say it was part of the Michigan
Well, here goes.
the roads. Plug your nose.
Way to take one for the team, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gross.
You're wondering if you have something to strain it with, or
Yeah. I was looking for clues.
did you not bring any of your cheese paper with you?
Strain your cheese. Kenny was looking for the 1980 Robert Palmer album Clues. Nobody knows that, do they?
Who is Robert
Nope.
Palmer? Is that like? Who's Robert Palmer?
Arnie Palmies. Who wants Arnie Palmies?
I did hear. Now we're just filling space. I did hear that Ozzy Osbourne got engaged in Michigan.
Some might say. Some might say that's the biggest Michigan fact.
Yeah. I mean, there
Can't
was a guy on
forget that
YouTube who said that that's one of his top 5 facts, little known facts, that Ozzy Osbourne was
Does
engaged.
he like to eat bats too?
I don't know.
Why didn't you lead with that?
Who eats bats?
No.
Pungent.
not-
Can't eat bats, Kevin.
Nick, God. You almost made me say it. And I promised I wouldn't, so I won't. But you got me real close, buddy.
Lock it in.
All right.
Just
Nick's
like the old
You've
days.
been clicking away. What do you got over there?
noises mostly.
That beard is so repulsive.
We got 10 minutes before
This
we
one
get
I
to
haven't
call
even
Jack.
tried it yet because
Yeah.
I just swallowed something whole.
that might have been the thing that you coughed up previously.
Yeah.
Probably you were hanging out with earlier. I knew I'd get the reference in there.
Can't swallow his hole.
Punch it though.
Okay, so Nick's cut off, right?
Tongue punches fart box.
There, that's what he wanted to say.
Yeah. Oh, that's
His
rough.
eyes are watering right now.
I'm trying not to laugh too loud. I'll get accused of fake laughing.
Yeah, well, when you do the...
Yeah,
that was coming.
Kenny saw that coming a mile away.
Oh
You good?
no!
I don't want the goats to come calling on my door.
Better luck with raccoons.
So is Michigan most famous for the time that Eminem went on like ESPN or whatever during some football game was totally high. Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
He's just out of his mind.
The Detroit Lions game?
It was
like recently, or is this like a long time
like
ago?
10 years
That
ago.
was-
It
They
would be
sucked
the
still.
Lions. It was the Lions. That's why he was there, right? He's always on TV with
Yeah.
the Lions games. Yeah. Well, I thought it was interesting that the Toledo War was over an 8-mile stretch of land. 8 Mile.
Alabama.
Eminem, Detroit,
Oh,
right?
Good call. Good
Famous
call.
movie.
Because was that? I haven't seen that since high school.
I've never seen it.
Same. I haven't
8
seen that
Mile
one.
was the road he lived on. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a strip. The 8-mile strip.
We'll have to ask Jack. He's
I
probably-
wonder if that is related to the 8 Mile because they
Like-
called it the 8 Mile Strip or whatever. The 8
Like
Mile
we
War.
lost the 8-mile strip.
It wasn't
We're
called the
gonna-
8 Mile War, but the Toledo War was over an 8 mile strip of land.
I thought the roads were sequential, like
They are.
mile whatever.
They are. I was on mile 12. The other day.
Okay,
really
well,
flow as much
let's
as 8
forget.
mile.
Oh,
Or 12th
so he
mile.
was on 8 Mile. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's forget that
So
we know
not-
that.
It was just a coincidence.
No, let's just believe. I like the Toledo part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Toledo influenced Michigan's geography,
So, yes.
city planning. Mark Brandanowitz.
Eminem is from Toledo. Then,
Yeah, we just made a fact.
yeah.
I'm not
Nick
mad.
just made a laugh. I hope Jack's got some interesting facts for us.
We are.
Well, I do.
We're
have
out.
This one is actually
We're
interesting.
dry on Michigan.
This one, well, speaking of being dry, Michigan has the only floating post office. Did you know that? It's based out of Detroit, but they actually deliver your mail
By
like a
boat?
boat. Yeah,
Is it?
It's on a boat?
it has its own zip code.
It's in international
Technically.
waters, so you can't get prosecuted.
Yeah, I guess technically you're right.
I'm definitely not right.
I mean, I'm sure it goes close if it's on Erie. It could probably go too far north and be considered Windsor. Because that's like the the most populated international border is in Michigan to Windsor.
So we need to build a wall.
The border?
Yeah.
Because they touch,
Yeah.
right?
The borders they touch.
Well, I forgot the UP touched Canada. Because when we see a picture of Michigan, it's always two peninsulas, but the UP is not really a peninsula, right?
No, it is.
No, like the state border, but the landmass actually touches Canada, so it's not a peninsula
Yeah.
landmass speaking. It's a peninsula border speaking.
You're saying it's a false peninsula?
Yeah, false summit.
It's not really there.
They need to get.
I'll look it up. I'll show you what I mean. My flashlight.
Well, you know, when they get an an archipelago, then that's when you really got cool formations. And don't even talk to me until they get that.
Archipelago. Look, yeah, it's not a peninsula. See, it touches.
Archipelago.
Yeah.
So yeah, you always see a picture of Upper Peninsula, and you're like, oh, it's a little like.
The
It's not.
Mackinac
It
Bridge
touches.
is what separates.
So there's
that.
this is Superior. Yeah, it's really just basically Upper Peninsula is Canada, and you know how we feel about Canada on this podcast.
Fuck 'em.
Neutral. Minus 25%.
You just said minus 25%.
Yeah, for the tariff.
For the tariff.
Michigan is surrounded by 25% of the world's freshwater. That's also geology.
Genealogy. Should we take a 5-minute break before we call Jack?
Let's take a fiber.
A few moments later.
Hey, yeah, so we got Jack on. Jack is a coworker of mine, lives in Michigan, claims to be a Michigan native. I guess we'll find out in a second. Jack, first off, thanks for getting us the Michigan 6-pack, which Kenny thinks somehow had 7 beers. So appreciate that. Got that a year ago. Just started drinking it today. It's been awesome. Yeah, thanks for coming on. First question: when did you first know that you were born in Michigan? And you can pass on any of these. Feel free. Jack? Are you recording you?
I am, yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Outstanding.
Good. You're getting fired for this. So yeah, Jack, when did you first know that you were born in Michigan, and was it a shameful event or was it okay?
No, it was pretty okay. I think it's like the OPE thing, and I don't know how Midwest that is,
Oh,
but
Yeah, big time.
OPE, sorry.
Like Opers or Trolls?
no, not Oopers.
Oopers.
He's
Is that-
talking about something else.
Yeah, is that a phrase
Not
that?
Upers.
Okay, we weren't sure if that was a phrase because you've never said that around me. I don't know if Upers was a thing or something we just saw on the internet.
I only know a few Upers, so I don't use it very often.
Am I incorrect? Oh, I'm too close. Am I incorrect when I say that there's no one that lives in the UP full time?
No, there are.
Oh.
Okay, so
There's towns.
Damn.
There's cities.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just trees.
90% of
It's
the
a lot
timber.
of trees. It's a lot
Oh,
of trees.
trees. Okay.
Tree farms.
all right. Next question. Another one that you can feel free to pun on. Why did you wreck the Edmund Fitzgerald?
Sabotage.
Like a Beastie Boys.
I wish I knew more about the song and the events that led to that to make a good joke here.
I've heard you whistle a good tune before.
I didn't hear you say that you didn't do it, though.
Yeah, has
It was
anybody
definitely an inside job.
has anybody seen Jack and the Edmund Fitzgerald in the same room?
New band name, Jack and the Edmund Fitzgeralds.
Okay, that's a pretty good one. I just have to run through my list of dumb questions here. Jack, some say that Michigan is the hat of Ohio,
I prefer Carl.
and that the UP is the hat's hat. Do you have comments on that?
I don't think about Ohio, so I don't think it's a good look for us to be a hat for y'all.
We try not to think about Michigan either,
Nick-
so I guess
Nick-
there's that.
Nick's very mad about that one. He was looking down at his shoes. Here's one that I feel like I'm channeling Nick here. If Michigan were a respectable state, what state would it be?
I think we wish we had North Carolina vibes.
I might visit
like
it.
that
though.
answer.
Yeah, okay. You got me there. Okay, this is my last. Okay, I have two more. And I think, okay, so I'm going to get a little bit political here. And I think Trump was referencing an M state when he said this, but he said, when they send their people, they're not sending their best. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, and they're bringing crime. They're bringing rapists. And some, I assume, are good people. As a man of Michigan, how do you respond to that?
As a government employee, as of this year, I am not allowed to respond to that.
So, wait, Elon Musk's summer hires have not fired you yet. Have I heard this correctly?
No, they haven't. They haven't figured me out yet.
That's good, Mr. Spring. We got to keep you around.
Would you say that Royal Oak is a border town,
It's the outer ring, I'd call it.
but you're not in fear yet?
No, not in fear of the uprisings or the chaos in every downtown.
The invasion.
How was your
from
trip on
north.
the interstate today?
A breeze, 82 miles an hour the entire way.
I do.
I like it.
I do want to say it's interesting you picked North Carolina vibes because that's another half state. When do you think you guys will go to North Michigan and South Michigan?
I think if we add Canada, I think there's going to be like a boatload of states that they have to add in.
Well, I don't
Universal
like to say
healthcare.
boatload on border states. It doesn't sound good.
It's bad optics. that was good. Okay, so I'm out of dumb,
Nobody's swimming across Lake Michigan.
I'm out of dumb questions. Jack, do you remember the beers that you bought us? Like the 6 beers, or do you? I guess
From
do
a
you-
year ago?
Yeah. Do you have a favorite brewery or beer in Michigan? Like, what's your go-to?
I like a Bell's or Shorts. I think Bell's Two Hearted, Oberon.
Oh, I like Bell's.
Shorts Soft Parade is good.
Yeah, we haven't busted out the Too Hardy. I feel like that's
we're
the.
busting
I
it out.
do remember not finding a whole lot that I was like, oh, this is like representative of Michigan. I was like, this is a stretch, and they probably won't enjoy this one. So I'm excited.
I have had the Bell's Oberon. I like that one.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
what
a
you
good
said
one.
you liked?
Yeah,
that's a
like a better Blue Moon.
What'd you just say?
Which one do we like? We
Yeah,
liked
we
the
like
the raggedy
ass.
asshole.
Norm's raggedy ass. It
Griffin
won an
Claw.
award in 2010.
New Holland.
I like that one.
Good find, Jack.
New Holland.
And I'm not a
you're
big
good.
IPA drinker. And I like
The-
that one.
Do you know where this Loaded Dice brewery is? It doesn't say on the can. I guess I could look it
I
up.
That
do want to
sounds
say
familiar.
this though. I know that we enjoyed Norm's raggedy ass.
Can't say
IPA.
enjoy.
Okay, we really liked it. It was our favorite. So let's, instead of calling it Norm's raggedy ass, I think I'm gonna make a fact, and it's now Jack's raggedy ass IPA.
What's the percent on that?
7.25%.
Enough that you can't drive home.
Do you concur?
You can. You just can't get caught driving home.
You can.
I feel like we have to bleep a lot of
Not
that
in
out.
Michigan. The potholes will catch you. Right? How are the roads today?
I have not been to Loaded Dice, but it is like a mile from my house, and I've never heard of it.
It's promising.
It's a it's a out in the open secret,
Could you say that it was a wild card?
like Nick's sexuality. What?
What?
I did hear a joke, if I may.
Please.
A government surveyor knocked on a Michigan farmer's door and informed him that the surveying error was discovered. His farm was actually in Wisconsin. The farmer replied, "Thank God, I don't know if I could take another Michigan winter." You guys can stop pausing for effect.
Line.
Line as in a play.
I don't know how to react after that one.
The Michigan farmer thought that it would change the climate.
So have you lived in Michigan your whole life? Or just
born
the
and
winters? Okay.
I like this. We're like, what is it like to be a Michigan man? Please tell
Michiganin.
us. As
Is
we're
it Michiganite?
we're from Ohio, which is essentially the exact same thing.
Oh.
Michiganian? Michigan?
Yeah, I guess.
Michigander.
Oh,
100%.
Like a goose. What's
Oh,
good for the
God.
goose is good for the gander.
What'd you do to this thing?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Have you ever been to? Is it
froze
is it
crossing the
Ypsilanti like you got the hiccups, or is it Ypsilanti?
It's oops.
Ypsilanti.
Have
I
you
have not
visited
been
the
to
Brick
Ypsilanti.
Dick?
I have to Google a lot of things right now.
Let him Google. Do one question at a time, Nick, and then wait for an answer, just like an adult conversation.
I
Not
think
coming up.
Brick
You
Dick?
should look up the Ypsilanti water tower.
Oh, actually, it does come up when you search Brick Dick on Google Maps. It goes straight to Ypsilanti Water Tower. That's awesome.
I thought it was going to come up for a different kind of website.
Something's coming up.
I wore my beer shirt today.
It's not water in that tower. You know what I'm saying?
What is that representing?
Did you have a towel?
Does it just say
down
beer? I
here
can't
or
really-
Anything?
It's a beer.
It's just
Maybe that
wait. Just
sheet.
is it a brand?
No, you're not
That's from a
allowed.
restaurant
Why
that I used to
not?
work
Because
at.
you're not allowed.
Why can't I have a beer?
You want to plug this restaurant?
You're not
Okay.
allowed to pour it.
Wait, hold on. We had
No.
a situation here. Hold on. What just happened?
Nothing.
He
I didn't
tried
do
to pour it,
anything.
and I said he's not allowed.
Yeah,
That's fine.
sorry. The restaurant is not worth a plug, or is it?
Not worth the plug.
What are those hot dog places you guys have on the corner that you took me to the one time?
Coney Island?
Yes, those.
Coney Island. Yeah.
It's very popular in Michigan, I'm told.
I'm surprised that hasn't like culturally drifted down to you already.
Really?
Thank you.
Yeah, we don't really have. I mean, we have Skyline Chili in Cincinnati, but
Is it the same corporate model as Ask Jeeves?
is what?
Coney Island. Ask Jeeves like ended 10
I thought
years
Coney
ago.
Island was from New Jersey.
No, that's the Coney Island.
How many islands am I supposed to care about these days?
What have you done about the mosquito problem?
That one summer was actually the most insane critter infestation I've ever seen. Whatever DEET, is that the one they banned? I think they reused it.
Yeah, Trump brought it back, so we're
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, we're good.
He's pro deet.
Crisis averted.
They don't know about the mosquitoes. I don't feel like I can
I
do
don't.
it justice for. Nick just put his finger inside my glass.
Just drink by the label. You're
So you,
safe.
there was a mosquito infestation, like out of.
Yeah, so we work in a garage.
It's like cicadas, but
Yeah.
mosquitoes.
That's the whole story. No,
Eaters.
go. You gotta
Yeah.
go. You gotta go for it, Jack.
Yeah, most of Detroit is actually like built on a swamp, so it was pretty bad when one summer and Seth was in with us, and they were like, you got out of your car and you were surrounded by at least like 10 mosquitoes. You'd be
Oh,
like
God.
racing into like the building, and like there's like a lock, and they like catch you at the door.
Yeah,
Like,
Sounds a
they'll-
lot like
they'll
the
lock,
plot
like,
of the
5'9".
plot from the Mist.
you literally had to when you got in the garage. You then had to put your hood up and tie the drawstrings around, and then turn fans on. So mosquitoes.
I would quit immediately.
I thought about driving back to Ohio.
Did you take like a
Immediately.
frying pan lid and shove it in your hoodie and just like walk around so you could see?
No, I had exposed skin. They got me on the hands still.
Why did the government dump all the mosquitoes there?
I think they're just naturally occurring.
Jack, I have a real quick question. I know that we all value Seth as a human being, but did you ever consider pushing him and just like feeding him to the mosquitoes as like a sacrifice?
He's quite quick,
Yeah, that's something about him.
so I thought about it, but he did most of my work. So what am I supposed to do?
How many times have you been to Ontario?
Twice? I think that's it.
Was it what you thought it would be?
I never went when I was like 19, when you can like drink in Windsor, but not in Michigan. I should have done that, but I went when I was like 21.
That makes sense.
The allure was gone. Have you ever seen a Mountie?
Ice fishing?
A Mountie?
Yeah.
No, they should post
Never
up
seen a
though.
Mountie.
1 horsepower. That's all they.
Alicia, do you have any questions?
She's like, "Who's Jack?" Interview with a Michigan man.
All right, I have one, but it's completely off topic than what they've all been talking about.
Have you met me?
Nick.
Good.
I have a best friend who is actually from Michigan, And she says that the rivalry up there is Michigan State and Michigan, and you guys don't actually give two shits about Ohio State. Is that true?
Interesting.
I think it's game like dependent. I'm not a super huge sports fan, but like I root for State against Michigan as like a little brother, big brother kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But either of them playing against Ohio State, you have to root for Michigan or Michigan State.
That makes sense.
So Michigan State's
6.
little brother, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I have another unrelated question.
A few moments later.
That's a pass.
Yeah,
You can cut that out.
Yeah, it's cut. I'm going to cut most of this.
So something we do here on the Malt Vault, though, we do talk about our favorite pizzas. So we learned that Detroit-style pizza is like the square pizza. Is that correct?
Was that the question?
No, but I wanted to make sure. I was on the right wavelength.
We learned you're from Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's really good.
What's your favorite pizza from Michigan that we won't know about?
Jets. Jets is really good.
Is that from Michigan?
I think so. Yeah.
I know it's Detroit.
We have it down here.
No, I know. Sometimes things from Michigan come here.
A few moments later.
I gotcha.
I'm going to cut that too. It's fine.
Yeah. 2 minutes of usable material here.
Jack,
That's all we need.
when can you get the Malt Vault a boondoggle to Michigan?
Do I have to Google boondoggle or are you going to tell me what that is?
Oh, sorry. I thought
Urban Dictionary calls it as.
I thought I said it enough around you. It's just like a fake work trip where
How many
you just
futons do you own
you just create a trip for really no reason.
on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm trying my hardest to get you up there. I got some questions.
Yes, please.
Ooh,
Kenny will field these.
We're gonna
I'm just
interview
kidding.
you.
I got it.
It's been, I think I checked 11 months since the last beer pod. What's the reason? Why are you guys coming together? I'm assuming it had something to do with administrative leave.
We were restructuring due to DEI and budget cuts.
Removing any DEI hires.
Yeah. That's why it's going to be way less successful.
I mean, the real reason is, Kenny, you tell.
Job change?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Two job changes.
Yeah, you screwed us with
Bunch
your...
of job changes. Yeah. With my life choices. Yeah, sorry.
Wait, you've had 2 job changes?
No, I did.
Oh.
You did too.
Yours doesn't count. You were still doing the
You
same
still work
thing.
during the daytime.
Yeah.
This is honestly the first time job has been said and it's been non-sexual, so that's nice for us.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
How's that going, by the way?
It's fun. It's
Just
about as fun
being
as watching
An
paint
officer
dry.
at all
Yeah.
anymore.
Eating dirt.
Yeah, so Kenny's nights, so schedules are tough.
Yeah, I have. I work during the night and and I work on the weekends. So,
And the weekend, so.
and I can't drink beer before I go to work.
Precisely.
Was that your last
Well,
question?
I can. I guess I can't just. I just can't record it and tell the internet that.
I was catching up on the pod today.
It's a
little
struggle.
nervous.
We get it. You just said it's been 11 months. It's been 11 months, and I can't quite get through all 5 episodes, but I'll get there.
When I was halfway through an episode and I was like, this is about it.
Yeah, you only have to watch the
makes
first
sense.
5
Watch
minutes.
the first. Yeah. Yeah, we just need you to watch the first 3.
Well, Nick said he would take back his words about Taylor Swift and Travis. Does
Seth put you up to this?
No, but I
didn't.
was going to ask it if
I
he
didn't.
didn't bring it up. I've just been saving it.
Yeah, I'll publicly. But go ahead with
Publicly
your
would I?
statement,
not I
guys.
will. Do it.
I
No,
think
I
I need
want-
a full statement.
Oh, is that? But I want to make sure you're finished saying what you wanted to say.
Oh, he's
I
done.
got
Because I
nothing
do a
else.
He's
poor
done.
job of interrupting.
Look right there.
Yeah. So clearly, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's relationship was strictly
Legit,
legit.
not a conspiracy.
No.
Pure passion.
I think, yeah, sure. We don't need to bring sex into this, Jack. But nevertheless, I don't think that it was a stunt at this point. I do think that
Oh,
the
here we go.
NFL nurtures
Here we go.
the relationship because it gives them ratings boosts. I think that's not wrong.
Mutually beneficial for everyone.
Yeah, it's like mutually assured
So you
destruction.
think it was started off that way and they fell in love?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I think that she's had a pretty tumultuous relationship history, and she just chose someone who was popular at the time, and it just kicked off. But I think the NFL is probably like, we need to milk this for as much as we can.
Oh,
Well,
well,
she found
yeah,
a guy
that
with-
makes sense.
Like, it's weird that every time that, like, she's, like, not even doing anything and they're, like, videoing her. They're like, look, Taylor Swift.
Well, yeah,
And
they're not
There's probably a bunch of
stupid.
teenage girls going, oh, my God, it's Taylor Swift. She just drank water.
Wait.
She finally found a guy with a TBI that'll stay with her.
Wait, hold on. Jack, what are you drinking over there, sir?
You'll be disappointed. It's a grapefruit bubbly.
What are you, rich?
A grapefruit bubbly?
No, he said his name is Jack, not Rich. That's name.
No, that's a responsible
God.
choice.
Oh, my. You're going to have to cut that.
Jack, do you have any more catch-ups that you need to call somebody out on?
Forgot
Or
that rule.
did that basically settle it?
No, I want more content. I want more short form content.
Oh, short form. Like shorts?
Is that a short joke?
It's almost spring.
Short
I'll wear shorts
reels,
if you
whatever
want.
you got.
We have
Gotta
to,
get
we have
back
to be
into it.
funny to make good content, though.
Yeah, how do you suggest we be funny?
Yeah, if you were starting a podcast and wanted to be funny,
And, like, beer.
but you only had our talent, what would you do?
I think you got to go for views. I think you got to say some wild ass shit.
Oh, good. We got that.
Like, do the next
Conspiracies,
one
like,
without
feed
my
the
pants
algorithm.
on.
Jack, if you had a podcast, what would you do?
My friend and I were going to start one when COVID happened, but we decided not to. But we lived on like a pond. Our apartment had a pond behind it,
Podcast.
and we wanted to have a pondcast
That's nice.
and get waiters on and stand out there.
That's great. That's like a dad joke in a podcast. Are you a dad?
I'm not a dad.
Okay.
Yeah,
Witty.
we'll be stealing that.
You
Thanks.
even have like fishing references in there with the casting too, like
Ooh, casting.
podcast.
How do you stand on the Toledo War?
He's Googling
What
it
happened?
right now.
Yeah, you probably, nobody knows.
Nobody knows that exists.
Let Kenny tell you about
We wiped the
Toledo
floor
War.
with you.
I think that's
Ohio got it, and then we got the UP or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Yeah, good job. I've lived in Ohio my whole life and never knew it was a thing. And you got
Probably just
You,
quickly.
you might have actually won.
we got Toledo, so we lost. And you guys got 9,000 square miles of redwood timbers or something. Iron ore deposits.
okay. Here's a personal
Tomatoes,
one.
tomatoes.
If you could ship off some of your coworkers, what would their exact full names be? Like
Guantanamo.
like a penal colony, perhaps.
Or Mississauga.
Jerome. No.
I'm gonna cut out the no part. He's definitely getting shipped off.
Brendan Milosavljevic.
Wait, Tweedledee and Tweedledumbovich. No one's gonna
Yeah.
get that.
Nope.
No.
Yeah.
We don't. And we're here.
Sounds like you hate Polacks.
I'm fucked.
Slavovics.
Yeah, that's all.
Gosh, I wish we would have prepared more. I feel like it's not very often we have
Yeah.
a foreigner
Seth told
on.
us that we weren't allowed to ask you questions, so we're all
That
sitting
is
here with our dicks in our hands.
fallacious.
Fallacious.
Are you guys trying the beers tonight or no?
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
had some.
We're down 4.
What are your ratings?
Yeah,
I've had Two Hearted
else go.
before, and so I've actually purchased that willingly.
I'll be honest with you. I don't like IPAs, and Two Hearted is actually decent. So
I did not like the Loaded Dice Field Bet Wheat.
Yeah, that's the least.
yeah, that was
so
our least
far.
favorite.
Heavy
New
on the
Holland we've enjoyed before, but
It had a
Space
thing in
Machine
it.
had some copper in it, so
It had some stuff in it. I like
artifact.
We have
raggedy what? Raggedy ass.
Raggedy Ass
Raggedy
IPA, which we've named now Jack's Raggedy Ass IPA.
Two hearted
Good.
we
stuff
still,
with the crap in it.
You can let everybody know that the Malt Vault has named it. You should walk into Griffin Claw and tell them
we
they got to change the name.
we still have yet to try the
Brew
Detroit Cerveza Del Rey and Shorts Brewing Peachy Yum Yum Sour Ale. Oh.
I remember the peachy yum yum, and I was like, "This is not going to be good," and it does not seem like their type of beer. But
We
I'll
should
let you
probably
know.
try it real fast while you're on the air
Yeah.
with us.
I don't mind.
Let's do it.
It's not that I don't like the flavors. Just
can pour
when
it
I
for
say
me.
a beer and then I get a sour, I'm like, whoa. That's not what I.
Hey, Jack is our first international guest.
Are you in Ontario right now?
It's basically the same
Nick.
thing, but
No.
we're gonna send him some swag. It's gonna be a T-shirt with
Picture
all
of us.
a T-shirt with all of Nick's no words that he's not allowed to say on the podcast.
And a little envelope with the schmutz that came out of the bottom of the can.
Yeah, I don't know what
I
that
do
was.
want to see a picture of that.
I got one.
I
don't
drank it
worry.
already.
Well, I got it from the bottom.
You got it from the bottom? Now you're here. Is this the sour?
Do you want this one?
Yes. Peachy yum
Just
yum.
go ahead, go for it. Just let Jack know. Give him a little.
It smells really good.
He definitely wants to know.
It's like a peachy tum tum.
The peachy yum yum smells really good. It
Oh
smells
god,
like,
it's like a Starburst.
I was gonna say it smells like a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, maybe a Warhead. Ugh, makes my nose water.
That's why you only got a little bit. Is this kind of like a sour?
Tastes
Yep.
like,
It
Sour
is a
ale.
sour.
it tastes like good hairspray.
Oh, are you trying to reference off my perm?
No, good. No, Jack, it's not bad. As far as sours, I don't like
IPAs
sours, but
always smell
I
like perms to me.
I would drink a whole glass of this and not be mad.
Good to hear. Yeah.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
I like
Thank you.
sours.
It definitely tastes like a sour head.
Yeah, it tastes very tart.
You mean a warhead?
Also,
right.
Yeah,
since
sour.
Jack,
It's all the same.
Sourhead's what I call my wife. Get out of here, sourhead.
Jack is our first dial-in guest. So we're gonna ship him down here, all expenses paid, on Nick's company account to hang out with us for the next podcast. Thanks, Nick.
If we
That's
get
nice
a
of you.
private jet, he can just fly back with me.
Yeah, I mean, if we get the private jet, then obviously you can.
I don't mean we. I mean
That business
Me.
is taking off right now.
Yeah, this is probably our last one, actually.
probably.
Thanks, Jack.
We've said that before.
You're the beginning of the end.
Record it, cut it, edit, and then just throw it away.
And then he'll take 11 months to watch it.
We're actually gonna send. I'm gonna cut all this stuff and send it to Jack. You're gonna be the new editor. You have to do all this shit now. Joke's on you, dude.
Wait,
Thanks,
you're
Jack.
still going to do the shorts, right?
Well, Jack's the shorts guy now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Jack, thanks for dialing in, man.
Thanks for your time.
It's good talking to
Yeah,
you.
thanks, buddy.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
me.
you.
I'm excited to see maybe there'll be more episodes. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, there will be if you
We'll
say you can only respond with one thing. OH.
His
Not
audio-
all at once, Jack.
His audio cut.
Jack, if you stay,
I know what to say, but I don't think I should.
Jack, if you stay on the line, I will get you a copy of our signed book.
Long time listener, first time caller.
Julie, can
Use that at the beginning.
Nice.
Julie,
Yes.
Julie, can we get Jack one of these? Get Jack one of these books, thanks.
All right, thanks, Jack, dude. I'll talk to you later, man.
Take it easy.
Bye,
bud.
Jack.
Bye, Jack.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
Bye.
All right, guys, that was Jack Mehoff.
From Ypsilanti and the Brick Dick.
Yeah, Brick Dick did. It turned out to be a thing.
Yeah.
No,
you think that
I wasn't
lying?
doing you.
Oh, okay.
It's just
You
I
wouldn't
was
be
also
doubting
doubting
me.
you
You'd
a
be
little
doubting
bit.
Google.
That's my band name, Jack Ypsilanti and the Dig Bricks.
Dig bricks?
Dig Bix. The Dig Bix?
Are you stroking?
Yeah. The Dig Bix. I like
The
it.
old
I'm going to
Big
write
Dick
that
from
down. I got to
Boston.
write that down. Dig
Write it
Bick
down.
from
Ypsilanti.
Dig Bick Bumfrosten.
I love this revolution.
Bum
tab you
frosting.
have.
Ew.
Alicia, what do you? Are you writing the book right now?
Writing it.
We should send him a book. We should write a book.
Like we should
I
take
have
out.
a book that my boss wrote I can send him.
What if we get one from the library under Nick's name and we send it and it's a library book? And he has to send it back or we charge him.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's a federal. It crosses state lines. He's fucked.
Let's make up a fake invoice and send it to him for getting to appear on our podcast. I'll do it. I'll take care of it. I'll email it to you.
Dude, should we make letterhead?
I can easily do that.
Yeah. Well, we should. Yeah, we got to be using.
I can
our
have
time
it
to do stuff like
printed.
that.
We could get business cards.
Hell yeah. From what? Vistaprint?
No, I have a real printer company.
God,
Okay.
that's my band name, the Dig Bix Bumfrosten.
A few moments later.
Is this the last one?
See you then, or I'll see you on another time.
Nope. Yes.
Yes. Thank God. It's not a
Because you
Michigan
have the
7
can over
pack.
there.
Yeah.
I need a Filski.
Nope, you got it. Nope,
I
pool
don't think
table.
you're allowed to
Pool
say
table.
top me
I got
off.
it. Nick somehow put his finger in this beer can.
Why are you a bottom? Yeah,
Nick
Nick
here you
did
go.
grab my fucking beer glass like that. Look, he's just laughing. Nick, you look sick. I know that you.
Can't say fuck.
A few moments later.
Whatever
Yeah,
it
that
says.
Nick's got the
What?
quote.
That's the one.
Sheep's T9.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Just go with it.
I've seen it.
You've
No,
seen just
you
go with it.
haven't
You've seen We're the
seen
Millers.
We're
This
the
is with the
Millers.
Millers.
We're
That's
the
with
Millers.
Jason Sudeikis.
Does that have that kid that looks like he has Down syndrome?
That's redheaded.
Yeah.
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 He has a facial deformity.
His name's Kenny. Conveniently.
Always. There's a. If you haven't,
Typecast.
there is a thing. Next time you hear the name Kenny in a movie or a show, anything, every Kenny is weirdo.
Yeah, South Park.
Yeah, but that's even like a normalized like.
Oh, that's a
anytime
normal
there's
one, that's
someone
baseline.
like, shut up, Kenny. It's always a thing. It's always a weirdo. Like next time you see a Kenny in a movie or a show, it's a goon, like a weirdo.
You can't say goon in that context anymore. Goon has taken on a whole different thing recently.
What, street goon?
You guys haven't heard of gooning?
No.
Like midnight gooning.
Like sounding?
Seth, please do share.
Should I Google now?
Insert Google here.
All right, let me tell you a story. There are these drive-through coffee places in places like Seattle where the person in there is like bikini barista. They're basically naked.
Oh,
Have you guys heard of these?
no.
Yes.
I'm awake now.
Okay, I went to one. My friend took me there. I didn't know it. He took me and Allie, unaware. We showed up,
Drive through or walk in?
drive-through, and then you roll up to the window and the lady's just wearing like pasty things on the nips. It's just a coffee place, so it was shocking.
I've seen the
Why would you
bikini
need
ones, but
Why would you need coffee?
Would
then?
you like me to leave room for milk?
Like this recently happened. Some guy pulled up, and I guess he was jerking off there.
What?
And then,
Who knew that would happen?
Like I don't even know the story, but basically, like it got found out that it was him, and he got like publicized, and then he killed himself, and then they called it a goonicide because gooning.
Is whacking your pud?
Yeah.
Okay.
So goonicide is in the vernacular now. It's under the lexicon.
Tell us
That
what a
seems to mean
gooning
like-
is.
Yep.
Read it verbatim.
gooning is a state into which one gets when one is highly aroused. Gooning is typically described male behavior rather than female. The term is gooning
Sexist.
and to goon. And I'm not opening.
Use it in the sentence.
So can I say goon my pud? Is that fair?
I've only heard it.
I've opened. Calm down. All right, hold on.
I've only heard it conjugated with ing.
Conjugal. Makes sense.
I spent 10 hours gooning over the weekend. Is the sentence? they
Those are
have
rookie
linked.
numbers.
In the,
Gotta work on your grip strength.
in the definition, you said highly aroused. What if somebody has a small member,
Nick, we're not
lowly aroused?
we're not writing graphic novels. You don't have to say member.
I thought we were writing the smut novel.
This is a romance novel podcast now. Gooning.
Yeah, do you think we could work that into a erotica? Like, yeah, Alicia, how would women feel if that was worked into the like your smut novels?
I feel like not good.
Okay.
I feel like it would be a huge turnoff.
He was gooning for several hours.
Gooning. It doesn't sound like something.
It's not a good word.
No.
If you had a channel for that, especially that dude that went through the drive-thru, you could go like Cargoon Network.
Dude, that was an all-timer.
You know, like now every time I hear the word gooning, I think
read
of
this
the
one.
dude from freaking Goonies, the old sloth dude, just like rubbing his butt. Hey, you guys!
Is that it? Is that what that is? That's what that is. I read that and I was like, that makes sense.
Oh, God.
That's fun. I thought it said that your face would take on
It's
characteristics.
a good thing
of-
that they came up with Goonies before.
Oh, here's another
Goonies came
sentence.
out.
Ready?
Yep.
After smoking a huge bowl, Andy looked forward to hours of gooning that followed.
Do you mean bowl?
Did you mean to say bowl?
Bowl.
I'd like to buy a bowl. you go into
Someone's
Goon.
asshole.
Tongue out, vacant expression. Grunting,
Vacant.
muttering. Men gooning.
That's it. What's the host of Wheel of Fortune? Not
Peter
Alex.
Peter Sadak.
What?
I think it's Ryan
Jackson.
Seacrest now.
Oh yeah, it is.
Who?
Pat Sajak. Pat Sajak.
Why'd you say Peter Sajak? Pat.
You start with a P though.
Pat, I'd like to buy a bowel. I do like your idea of the Goonies, though. It's just like like it has a picture. Like you need to find an iconic
it's just
photo.
sloth
Nope.
going.
You have like an iconic photo of like the Goonies, like the characters, but then you just make them all like dildos. Like it's just all it is.
I have been
The
doing
the little guy that makes all the what do they call those? Booby traps. It's a short one.
Yeah. Data.
Data.
That's why I said in booby traps.
Why'd you say it like that?
$50 bill. $50 bill. Is it getting cut? No, that's a quote, right? You can say that. Dr. Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also in Indiana Jones. Good
Yeah.
call.
Some dude.
The Temple of Doom?
Short round.
Yeah. Temple of Doom.
Goon.
Temple
Temple of Goon. Nice.
God.
It's everywhere. So when we go up to visit Jack, are we going on a goondoggle? Because I don't want to go anymore. I don't want to go on a goondoggle.
Pass on the Goondoggle.
Nick, how's your elbow after you keep hitting it on the table?
Yeah, dude.
I'm not used to this.
Multiple
I'm
times
usually
in a
over
row.
here, and now I'm
It's
here.
about to knock that camera over. All right, so now we have Cerveza
Yeah.
I haven't filled up, sorry.
del Rey, Mexican-style lager from
There you go.
It's my favorite one, Jack.
Detroit Brewery.
They kind of went border to border with this one.
It seems a little
Let's get more
redundant.
intimate.
The Detroit Brewery.
I'm not seeing it.
That's a sexy pour.
Thanks, Dad.
Real
Yeah.
Goondock Saint.
My dad always used to say the same thing to me.
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah.
No, he didn't hear it.
Nick, you are far from the mic. I think that was what she's saying.
Oh,
Say it again.
Goondock Saint.
I heard it.
A few moments later.
I got nothing.
Are
What
you
do
just are you just spent from
My day?
and going to Michigan?
Yeah.
That was a long day.
It was a very long day.
And then you come here and you have to drink all their swill.
This is hogwash. Tell us about the Michigan man that you met.
Hogwash, was that the other
Tell us
magical
about your
castle?
airport rendezvous.
Hogwarts and Hogwash.
My airport rendezvous. There's a guy playing the piano.
Oh, I thought
Like a
this guy that
passenger.
started talking to you about his credit card was in the.
Oh, that guy. He was
wasn't in a
not
rideshare.
from.
Oh,
No,
let her
he was at
finish.
Max and Irma's. They had a Max and Irma's in the Detroit airport, which was.
That's the only place
The
Max and
high
Irma's
point.
are still are.
I know.
The airport Max and Irma's.
I could go for
They
some
still
of that
had-
tortilla soup.
They still. That's what I got. Tortilla soup.
That is good.
Okay, so this man.
This man. Oh, he gave me his name. Hold on.
Oh, great. You got his number?
No. Email.
She has to look up his number to find his name.
Shout out his email. Let's dox him.
His last name was Yates.
Send
I
him our
remember
book.
that.
Yates?
Oh, he was from Tennessee.
Was he the only 10 you saw?
He was really nice.
Yeah.
Insubordinate and
But he
churlish.
looked up our podcast and followed. So I got
Good man.
a subscriber.
You've been putting in the work. You've been
You know?
out on the streets
I'm good
grinding.
with him.
He was nice and then talked my ear off about bourbon.
Oh, sweet. He definitely fits in.
Does Michigan have a hard alcohol?
Ban?
No.
I feel like with how poorly
Hard
their
alcohol.
roads are made,
What?
they should
do
be.
they-
able to drink
Addiction?
hard
Do they
alcohol.
do they produce any hard alcohol?
Do they have like a famous whiskey?
Traverse City.
You're a whiskey guy, right?
Traverse
Bourbon
City
guy?
has a big.
Is that in Michigan? Not Colorado? Or Wyoming?
Yeah, Traverse City's Michigan. That's where we should go on our Malt Vault offsite.
Michigan?
Yeah, Traverse City.
Aaron actually told us to do the Kentucky Bourbon Trail.
I don't want to
That's
hear
weird. That's Kentucky, not
what a
Michigan.
guy from Tennessee who you met in
maybe that
Michigan
was-
has to say
Maybe it was Kentucky.
about Kentucky. Oh, you were in Kentucky?
No, it was in Detroit. I can't remember where he's from. He was talking.
You
my
met a
ear off.
guy in Michigan that's from Tennessee who told you who's
No,
from Ohio
yeah.
to go to Kentucky?
He was
Are you
traveling.
sure
Where
you
does
didn't
it
meet a
end?
Spook?
Where does it
Is he a
end?
spy?
I was half listening. I was trying to work.
At the airport bar?
Yeah, I had.
irresponsible.
I have 3 hours
She's
to
got to
kill.
press the flesh.
I had 3 hours to kill before my flight.
Shaking babies and kissing hands.
Royal
That's a
Oak,
campaign.
Michigan.
Yeah, we should send in a bomb threat to Jack just to teach him a little lesson.
Is Royal
Yeah.
Pine
From
North
Jack.
Carolina?
From Jack
Sorry, Jack.
Ypsilanti. Jack Ypsilanti. Don't cut the red wire.
Pop quiz, hot shot,
What's that from?
speed.
Oh yeah, Dustin Hopper. Or, what's the guy's? Dennis
villain?
Hopper. Dennis Hopper.
Dustin Meeker?
Get out the yearbook. Yeah, wait, Nick.
Please don't.
Why did Nick just say a random name in the group chat and they say 06?
Roger Newton? Or
How
what
did
was
you-
it?
how
did you
Ran-
say?
Randy.
How did you come up with
Chris.
that, first of all?
Well,
A few moments later.
You said his name was Randy Newman?
Randy Jackson, because you're not going to get Randy Jackson's autograph. Step Brothers.
Got it.
Taking us home there. What do we have left besides the beer?
Nothing for me.
Kenny's notes are gone.
Kenny ripped off his Michigan notes like an hour ago.
I'm tapped
We
in the beer vernacular.
Could you say you're gooned?
Never.
we hit geology. We hit some sports. We hit Jack. I would like to hit him physically. We hit gooning. Those are the four
Michigan
foreign
staples.
mainstays of Michigan.
Those are the 4 columns that hold up the Michigan roof.
Really, the pillars of humanity.
Yeah.
You might argue.
I have movies that were shot in Michigan.
Yeah, please.
Oh yeah.
Gran Torino.
Okay.
Racist.
I have a much longer
Obviously,
list.
8 Mile.
I have a much
Yeah.
longer list that are people who are shot in Michigan.
That's probably a book.
Yeah. Anyway.
Kenny prefers
Gran
the
Torino?
ladder.
Yeah. Shot there.
Movie about a car. Detroit, Motor City. Tommy Boy was Cleveland, but same thing, right? Cleveland and Detroit, kind of the same.
I think we should give Cleveland away.
Same.
Agreed.
When's the Cleveland War? Give it to Lake
Every
Erie.
day. You been there?
Give it to Lake Erie. I have.
Give it to Lake. California sank. Now Cleveland's next.
You guys think any of the subscribers will?
It's like Battleship. Go ahead.
We'll hear this. We'll get a notification. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, ew."
Can we get make a pop up that says that they have to donate to my turkey hair fund?
We should make this episode paywall restricted.
Oh, I got one. Transformers.
Can't say trans anymore.
I said Transformers.
But all the after scenes when the robots had destroyed the whole city, that was just they just shot Detroit.
You could say, however,
Yes.
transgooners.
It doesn't.
That's a bit of a reach.
It doesn't even fit.
Nick, that's a lot of a reach. Nick, I should not have told Nick about gooning. That was a huge mistake.
Fatal
Definitely.
flaw.
You
I
gave
can't
him
believe you
another
haven't learned
word
yet.
for
The Avengers. Some scenes.
the ones after they destroyed the city. It's every
Yeah.
it's every post like destruction shot. They just
It's
like
the Detroitification of
it's
cinematography.
just stock footage of Detroit. They're like, here you go.
This place looks like shit. Film it.
Here, Alicia, come by Office Space. It's readily available.
That's as my boss was like, "How was the trip?" I was like, "I was in Detroit."
Like, thanks for my $40 per diem. I got 4 pounds of crack.
So are you saying that Detroit?
The best part was the airport.
Are you saying that Detroit is now an adjective and is no longer a proper noun?
Yes.
I went to Detroit.
What do you expect?
Detroit
It's kind of like fuck. You know, you can use it.
if you
in
say I went
a
to
verb.
Detroit, it's still a noun though. Yeah.
It could still be an adjective in the context that she provided.
Ow.
She goes, "Well, I did go to Detroit."
You just said it differently.
that's a
It's the
noun.
same sentence.
Place the emphasis on the different syllable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to bullshit. All right.
Yeah, if you keep
Going
going,
well.
then we don't have to cancel the podcast. If you go below 55 miles an hour, this podcast gets canceled.
It's Speed 3.0, V 3.0. Where's Keanu Reeves when you need him?
He's probably in
I'm
Detroit
like
shooting
Wish.
shooting the after scenes of John Wick 5 or 6 or whatever.
None of it's
they're on.
CGI, believe it or not.
Yeah. Like the before shots look like Chicago.
The Blue
Now,
Pill.
That's Matrix.
Still Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nick will hear a word and just like
Pill.
when we were talking about, we said a Stephen name and he's like, Stephen Hawking. It was like just another Stephen name, huh?
Oh man.
Is Nick on the spectrum?
Yeah, I got a little.
A few moments later.
I don't think you have to bleep it. It's out there.
Is this it?
This has been the Malt Vault.
Nick, you got to stop clapping. We're not syncing anything.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait,
we're syncing this fucking podcast, that's for sure.
Like the Edmund Fitzgerald.
it's a good ending.
Blub, blub, blub.
Oh, the glasses are coming out.
The lights are too bright.
Yeah, they are too
Our
bright.
biggest star is signing off.